Welcome back to another episode of Saga of Tanya the Evil. So in the previous episode, we took down the Swedish base finally, and it was a pretty clutch, really fast attack, surprise attack, if you will. The Pixie Battalion, ended up swooping in and destroying all of the turrets and basically all of the defense that the Swedish base had. And then the second the final turret was destroyed, they pulled back and they let the reinforcements, the other ships, just basically flood the entire bay and take it over from there, because obviously that would be the safer way to go about it. We also saw the Swedish commander, whatever, that had a daughter and the wife. He ended up dying. He got impaled by Tanya. So yeah, he basically met the fate that we kind of expected for him. They also showed like a sad scene at the end with his daughter and mother living in like Arkansas and crying over, you know, hearing the news and stuff. So that was pretty sad. But yeah, we also saw like a meeting from the Empire where they were talking about moving on to maybe like a next part of the plan or whatever. So let's see what that's gonna be in this episode. So if you want to watch this uncut and unblurred, well, I keep saying this is already a Patreon exclusive. At least if you're watching this on Patreon, you might be watching this on YouTube. If you are on Patreon, uncut, unblurred. But yeah, let's go on to Saga of Tanya the Evil, episode 8. Thank God I lowered the volume in time. Nice reference. Nah. Oh my God, just mowing them down. Oh, nice shot. Fun, ain't it? Oh, what happened? Debris? Did the debris spray on his arm? Nah. I'm sorry, but we can't. Trial by fire. Interesting. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, let's see it. Just bomb it. Oh, yeah, actually, so just... Wow, just kill everyone. She was feeling herself a bit too much. Interesting. Sightseeing trip. That's actually kind of wild. I don't like that. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of civilian deaths. Yep. うん。Let me just make sure about something. Let me bring up that one comment that I keep coming back to because I want to be 100% sure on everything that's happening here. So where is Saga of Tanya the Evil? Let me go back. Let me go down here, episode 2, and then this comment. Yeah, it is friends. Okay, I thought so. It's friends who are the Republic. The Republic, yeah. Mm. Oh my god! Bop! It's so loud. And then the voice. And then the voice at like 0 decibels. I have a bad feeling about this. Damn. I really like Vice. Mm. Let's hear it. He's getting away. Oh, he didn't get far. Here we go. Whoop. That's wild. Like, it's actually wild how, obviously, up until this point, like, it's not like they ever try to paint anyone as, like, the good guy and anyone else as the bad guy, right? But I feel like, especially in the past, like, 2 episodes, they've been working their hardest to make Tanya, or not Tanya, but just the, to make the Empire seem extremely bad. Like, extremely, extremely bad. Even more so than it was up until this point. That's wild. I don't mind since it's an anime, but it's just interesting to see. Yeah. God. Yeah. Oh my god. Ah. You good? Yo, that's wild. It's so refreshing to see this kind of main character. Oh, it's Eren Yeager. The making of Eren. Did he do it? Jesus. That's actually wild. Yep. Oh, that's wild. Oh, a special ending. Interesting. And then there's an after credit scene. Being X. After credit scene. I saw that there's an after credit scene. Oh, he's alive. For months. Did Being X save him? That fucker. Yeah, Being X. Okay. Okay, interesting. So Being X kind of made a bit of a rival to Tanya there. Okay, I mean, that would probably force Tanya into wanting to rely on God even more, right? Which would be God's tactic, or sorry, Being X's tactic. That would make sense, right? Obviously, Being X wants to make Tanya's life as difficult as possible. So obviously, if you just create a second Tanya who's gonna be on the other side, then Tanya's gonna be having a tougher time. And well, it's not really a second Tanya because it's not reincarnated or anything like that. It's just getting more powerful, right? But yeah, that would definitely incentivize Tanya to use or to rely on Being X more, and thus, you know, coming closer to acknowledging Being X as a god. Interesting. So yeah, I don't know what people's reception. I feel like this could be one of those episodes that could, for some people, kind of like, you know, sour a bit the anime bit. I feel like this could be a bit of a controversial one. I don't know, episode. It felt like, depending on how you take it, it could be a bit controversial. I, for one, I don't see it as that, but you know, it feels like having a main character that's just so unapologetically doing things that you would just see as like morally wrong in today's world, right? And just horrible. I feel like that's one of those things that this is portraying, and I personally don't mind it. It's obviously, it's an anime, it's a fictional story, so it doesn't matter at all. But yeah, it's really cool. I really like this kind of main character, you know? It's a breath of fresh air, like, kind of like, you know, something like Ainz in Overlord, right? I really like that guy. He's just, you know, unapologetic about everything. I'm not gonna go into spoilers for that, but yeah, that's one thing that I like about that. And yeah, here as well, I really like this. I wonder how much or how big of a role it plays, like the fact that she's been reincarnated plays, right? Because maybe she doesn't feel as attached to this world as she would to her other world or to her original world, and maybe she could kind of like, you know, do some things that maybe morally she wouldn't be able to do in the previous world, even though obviously she seems very weird even in the previous life. I would feel like the morals would be different there, right? Yeah, I wonder. But I really like the fact that we're getting just a really cruel, in a sense, main character, right? And just very strictly to the rules, and whatever the upper brass says, I'm gonna do, no matter, you know, how many people I'm gonna have to kill because of it. I really like that. I really like that, honestly. I hope that they don't, you know, I hope they don't kind of go in the direction of like a bit more of a generic character where she starts being a bit moral. Oh no, morals. Oh, you know, I don't think they will. I think they'll keep her as like crazy and off the rail as she is, because I feel like that is her main point of interest, I guess. At least for me, she's like, that's my main point with Tanya, is I love how different she is from every single other character that we've seen in like anime. And I really like that. That's why what I enjoy most about it and about her. So I'm excited to see where they're gonna take this. So it seems like we're gonna have to take, or finally actually advance on the Republicans, right? Which is gonna be wild to see, because they've been like such a big threat for so long that actually, you know, not just taking out some of the bases of the allies, not just taking out one city that's been on the border, but actually going into a full-on attack against them. That would be wild. So I'm excited for it, honestly. I really like just aligning yourself with like a nation, and you're like, you know what, no matter if they're bad or good or whatever, let's just see where this goes. Let's just fully commit, you know? I like that. I'm excited to see where they're gonna take it. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna end it here. Oh, another thing that I wanted to talk about. Wait, before I go. This is one thing that I'm not a huge fan of. And I know why they do it, but I think it's a bit done to a bit too much of an extreme, and that is not anything to do with the story or anything like that. It's just the volume mixing in this. I mean, I know why they do, obviously, the very loud sound effects and then the very quiet talking, is because they're trying to emulate the feeling of being on a battlefield, right? And the same thing as they did in Girls and Panzer, right? Because they're trying to emulate you being in a tank or on a battlefield. I feel like just there's a limit. I think they're definitely crossing that limit. I'm like, I can barely hear sometimes what they're saying, and then other times I'm getting my ears blown out by the bombshells and stuff like that. I feel like they could have done it a bit less. I feel the same thing about Girls and Panzer as well. I feel like there were times where I could barely hear what the girls were saying, and I was actually fixing that in post when I was editing it, right? I had to manually set the volumes because I felt like you can't hear anything on the video because of like anything that the girls were saying. And if I put it louder, the actual shots and the cannonballs and stuff like that are gonna blow your ears out. So I think they're doing a similar thing here, and I think it's just a bit over the top. I feel like they could have dialed it down a little bit, but that's my personal preference. Maybe you guys disagree with that, but yeah, that's one thing that I've been thinking about throughout this entire series. But yeah, anyways, great for this great episode here. Like honestly, taking a big twist. Right, this was like a big turn in the entire story, it feels like. So I'm excited to see where they're gonna take it. But anyways, I'm gonna end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.